Imam Bayaldi literally translates as the preacher fainting. In here I've got cumin and coriander seeds. To get the best out of the spices, they need to be roasted, so they become aromatic. To my whole cumin and coriander, I'm going to add some turmeric, ground black pepper, and now to let this all smoke, take those out into a mortar and pestle. That pan's lovely and hot, and I'm going to add some water to it to wash it out, but also it's going to be the first cooking process for the aubergines. And you can see the rich colour that comes from that turmeric. Now for the aubergine. So in the aubergine goes. Let that water simmer the aubergines, and the aubergines themselves will actually cook. But what it does mean is they won't take up lots and lots of oil. And you'll see the aubergines become soft. Take the aubergines out, put the vegetable oil in the pan, add garlic and onions, and let them soften just a little. Add to my onions and garlic my toasted ground spices, and I mean ample. By just adding those spices, we've stepped out of the Mediterranean and we've stepped into the Middle East. Get to the stage where it's a paste at the bottom of the pan. Those aubergines, which are lovely and soft, go back in. Really coat those aubergines with the spice. Let them take it all up. They are a sponge. They will absorb as much flavour as you give them. To that now, sultana, something quite sweet, and then tomatoes. Give it a stir. Mix it all together. Now, the olive oil. Now, the reason this dish is called Imam Bayaldi, which is the preacher is fainting, there's two stories that go with it. The first one is that he came home to find all these beautiful, expensive things cooking inside the house. He was so overwhelmed, he fainted with joy. The other story is he fainted because he could not believe that somebody put so many expensive things in one pot. A tiny bit of water, and off, and then add the parsley. This is a rich, opulent dish. Lots of olive oil, sultanas, spices, aubergines, tomatoes, and goods coming from all around the world. Bread, don't worry about cutting it, just break it. Some Ricardo's cheese. There's a little bit of oil on top, that's good. Take that little bit, dribble it over your bread. There you have it, Imam Bayaldi, inspired by all the trade that passed through Malta and the influence of the Middle East. Ricardo, do you want to try